that I am Martin Fitzmaurice. Here we go. Gentlemen, are you ready? That was good. Never a good thing in a compare pair. Okay, so basically it's this. Gentlemen, are you ready? Let's play darts! You got it?
I've got it, mate.
Right, I'm off to get a suit on. See you shortly.
Here he goes, gentlemen. Have we got another face cam? Because I really enjoyed that one. Basically, we've got AI and face technology. We haven't making it up. Just people looking at everyone coming in. Come on, let's find another face cam. There's got to be someone out there. Trickling, fellas, trickling. Come and take your seats. We're about to get going. Oh, we've been going on.
Here we go. Right, welcome. Cue the music. Here we go. Jimbo time for a bit of budget bullying. So let's bring up all those who've got their names down at the first aid. Make your way to the front. We need Sean and Magnus first of all. So Sean and Magnus up the stairs. Come past Bully, give him a shake. You know how this works if you watched Bullseye back in the day. They have to get both questions I'm going to ask them right. They can choose the categories by getting it in the right place. We've got faces, places, sport, showbiz, affairs, history, books, words, Britain, and spelling. They get 2 minutes, get through to the next round. Sean, good luck, away you go.
Yes, mate, give it some. What are you going for?
Oh, faces!
Faces!
Right, so Magnus, up on the screen is going to appear a face. You're going to tell us who this is. Technical team, let's have that face.
It's not easy. It's him from...
It's him from I don't know. That's a hell of an answer. Do you want to go? No, he's got the answer. He can't get the answer. It's Hugh Bonneville, everybody. Just that is it for you. You can have one more dart, one more question. I'm afraid you're not going through to the next round. This is Budget Bully 1 for the last.
That's a miss.
And he's dropped it in right on the ball. Sean and Magnus, thank you for playing. Head off the stage. Right, gentlemen, coming to the centre here. Off you go, boys. It's not quite on TV. Good evening, sir. What's your name? Tom, where are you from? Gloucester. Welcome along, Tom. Good evening. What's your name? Hendrik. Pardon? Hendrik. Hendrik. Where's Hendrik from?
Gloucester.
Gloucester as well, right? Who's taking the questions, who's taking the darts? You're taking the questions, you're taking the darts. Right, off you go. Where's he heading for? He's in
Showbiz!
So I can't do showbiz. You cannot go again. Right, Hendrik, which boy band dominated the late 90s with hits like I Want It That Way and Bye Bye Bye? One Direction? Incorrect. 90s was the clue. The Backstreet Boys. You can have one more dart. No winners so far. I'm in the next round.
Faces.
Let's have one more face. If you can get 1 out of 2 right. So here you go, Henry. Here comes the next face. Who is that? You literally have no idea, do you? Phoebe Waller-Bridge, everybody. Let's say a big thank you to Henrik, to Tom. Thanks for the only thing not little is the shorts. And the pants little. Oh, okay, what's your name? Paul, where are you from, Paul? St Helens. And who's this? Ryan, and you from St Helens as well? Manchester. Did you know each other before tonight? You do. Okay, so you've got the arrows, you've got the little shirts and the questions. Here we go. Good luck.
Showbiz!
Showbiz! And here we go. What popular streaming services feature shows like Stranger Things and Bridgerton? Is the correct answer. That's 1 out of 1. You got another error. Got our first right answer. Here we go. Second one. Showbiz again. What ceremony recognizes outstanding achievements in American television? America's Got Talent is not the right answer. It is, in fact, American Idol. But I think we're going to give you that one because, quite frankly, we want somebody to go through to the next round. Where are you from, Fabian? Right, said, what's your name, sir? This is Gabriel, calm spoken and very relaxed. You've got the arrows, you're taking the questions. Good luck. This could go anywhere. What's it? Words! It's it. Okay, I can barely see anyone because I'm sweating. Sweating like a sumo wrestler in a steam room. What is the term for a word that has the same meaning as another word? Synonym, he said. And synonym is the correct answer. You have another card. You're happy. Can he get it 2 out of 2? Here we go. He's in 2. Word. You got words again. What do you call a word that is used instead of repeating a noun? Is the correct answer! Keith Starmer is the correct answer. Next tempo, please. Showbiz! Showbiz! Who is the famous Welsh singer from Wales, female with big curly hair, very powerful voice. She goes by the name of something Bassey. Shirley Bassey is the correct answer. You're through, boys. As you notice, I'm just nudging the easiness of the question to get through. James is taking the arrows. Good luck, James. Plenty of categories for you tonight. Here he goes. Not a single one in sport yet, but he's gone into books. Who wrote 5 Go on Holiday on Finiston Farm? Enid Blyton is the correct answer. Let's go to the second question. Second category, here we go. Beautifully done. Spelling. Now this was a bit of the old show where the cartoon bully would wander across the screen with his dictionary. We haven't got that technology here this evening, gentlemen, so apologies in advance. But this is budget bully. Spell Peterborough. Is the correct answer! He's there, he's safely in town. Gentlemen, you're through to the next round. How many have got through to the final already? We've got 3 already. We've got time for one more, haven't we?
Yeah, we're not meant to take any more though, so we're playing for fun.
Do you want to play for fun? Why not? Okay. Simply grab an arrow, pick a category, and we'll ask a random question. You're not going to the final because we reach our cut-off points. Sorry, gents, but it's great to have you on the stage anyway. Showbiz! Showbiz! Thank you very much. I've got no more showbiz questions, but just tell me, is this your first time together? It is. What have you made of it so far? Chaotic, fun? Blessing. A blessing! What an answer!
Of timer. 6. A luxury dinner set. 7. However good the service. Mickey Mouse. 8. Fallout for what? For golf, of course. A brand new set of golf clubs. And a special prize.
What do they do? Risk it. Risk it. Here we go. On we go. 101 or more with 6 darts. Non-dart playing going first. Blackers, get your scoring boots on. Here we go. That's a 13, I think, Blackers. Talk us through it.
13.
Dropped into the 3.
3. 1. Come on, 3 more.
That was not a bullseye, no, there was a solitary one. So what are we looking at?
I don't know, I'll tally it up at the end.
20! Pressure darts, that's beautifully done. Little's having a fiddle. Here we go, he's dropped into the 16s, needs a big one. Ah, low score. 93! Well played, boys, wasn't too bad.
Men of the gathering, welcome. To the man resting on the sofa, thumbing your way through your device and found the gathering. We salute you. To the younger man in his socks, planning his summer festival, we salute you. waiting for the forecast before booking in. We salute you. Quest and Festival of Greatness doesn't end here, men. There is more, much more. To the man who has mastered and tamed the wild beast that resides in the belly of the bagpipes, we salute you. Trained, sharpened, and perfected his mind and body for duty to this fine nation. We salute you. Discover the secrets of sound, harmony, and melody. You have strained and struggled in your craft, and the results are like a fresh running stream to the dry throats of us mighty ones. We salute you. To the man who has devoted himself to the world of health and safety, you who have suffered great ridicule and scorn in the pursuit, to protect us mighty ones from the pit and the viper, we salute you. To the man who endures the heat and torment of the hot coals of the barbecue, tirelessly, you continue to set skills to feed, nourish, and bring life to others. We salute you. To the man who patrols the sprawling streets and concrete jungles, your voice in the night calling out, I am the law. We salute you. To the man who has dared approach the metal teeth of the chainsaw, your skill is unmatched as you have mastered and dominated this primal beast. We salute you. To the tired man who is weary from the weight of his toil behind the veil of recognition, you have labored and spent your energy to bring others weaker ones forward. We salute you. Death-defying suplex, forearm smashes, and wrestling trunks. We salute you.
Was it too much?
we weren't sure. That wasn't too much. And to be honest, anything after Budget Bully was going to be a great up. That was superb. Thank you, guys.
Gentlemen, welcome one and all. So, a few notices to start with. We want to get this done right from the top. Some of you who are new will not know of the men of whom we speak now. But many of you will know. There is a man missing this weekend. His name is El Presidente, Carl Beach. So, Beachy, he sort of founded this event way back. It was needed. We needed something like this for blokes. Not just a good weekend, not just a festival for men. But what Carl did is he brought us Jesus Christ. He brought us an atmosphere, an environment where we can tell you men how important Jesus is in our lives. And then it's up to you. We just made the introduction. And that's something that Beachy brought years ago, over a decade ago, to this event. He's not here.
So lonely, we fill it up.
That is and was Steve Blair. Hip hip! Steve, we love you! Facebook always strong at Christian events, I find. But if you want to post about the weekend, please do. We want other guys to know that this is the place to be in a field near Swindon at this time of year. And of course, Nathan, it is always gloriously this hot, isn't it?
Always. Every
Always.
year. We've never had a light year.
And just use the hashtag. I'm not convinced hashtags quite work in the way they did, particularly on Instagram. But TG25, hashtag TG25. If you want to post anything for the weekend, say how good a time you've had, please. Thank you.
Amazing, mate. There's stuff, I mean, it's got an S here, but I'll do it if you're not going to do it.
Well, you know more about the mess tent than I do. You're an old timer. I sort of dabble with the gathering.
Yeah, all right. So the mess tent next door that way, there's a ton of stuff, you've all seen it. Free tea and coffee, all the bits, all the trimmings. Get in there, mooch around, hang out, meet your mates, that's what that's for. Exhibitors, sports. After this meeting, there's a sign up in the mess tent. So over there on the CVM stand. And various other...
What are those other various areas, Steve? You sign up for wrestling on the wrestling stand. You sign up for sword fighting on the sword fighting stand. And you sign up for volleyball on the volleyball stand. I thought something was called. You went for stand. Listen, Blackers, can I just ask you something? Because when we get hot weather in this country, we don't know quite how to deal with it.
Yeah.
A lot of people say it's too hot.
Yeah.
It's warmer here than in Tenerife at the moment.
Yes.
Did anything in terms of what's going on tomorrow, when it's due to be about 32, 33
Yes.
degrees, fall by the wayside?
No, we've got a fully licensed bar next door. And alcohol-free options. Oh, yeah.
Falconry.
Falconry. So we had booked, this is something I was very passionate about, we booked a bloke to bring these falcons and these owls and these eagles and these hawks and these vultures and everything else. And he rang us and he said, it's too hot, I can't bring the birds. And as he was saying that, we were watching a kite soar.
Hands up if the lack of falconry tomorrow is almost a go-home moment right now.
Oh,
Goodness me! I knew it! Even Jerry! You've got to do the interviews, mate. You can't go.
so sorry, gentlemen.
Maybe next year.
We had booked him for next year. We booked him.
Now listen, every Saturday night, now I'll be honest, last year, it was the site of Gaskin, dressed up for Christmas, looking, I'm going to say camp, if I may say Gaskin, last year. He was sort of up and down the front, a little bit light of foot, I thought a couple of times. But Christmas was the thing. You do that every Saturday night.
Yes, we do.
I mean, unless they got the memo, they'll know what tomorrow night's theme is, but just remind us.
Yeah, so you'll see on the front of your programme, and do read the programmes, you all should have got one. Tomorrow night's theme is aliens. And we have seen an incredible array of outfits, some of which I think are going to cause heat stroke. So please do drink a load of water. Now, load of you will dress up and we will have a lot of fun. But I wanted to just flag something. In the office, each year we do the whole fruit thing. And there's been people talking, saying, you know what, the lads, they're bored of the fruit thing. They don't need to do it anymore. And I thought we'd just give it up to you. If you want to...
We saw quite a few hands. There's one of you gathering virgins here this evening. Not been to this before.
There are.
I think you're talking fruity.
Yes.
What on earth is he going about? Explain.
So every year, there's a gentleman here eating a banana.
Look at his face, he's delighted.
I'm utterly stunned, sir, that you would do such a thing before the men have even voted whether we're doing fruit or not this year. Utterly stunned.
Can you feel that weight of anger behind you?
Now, we don't know, sir, but I'm wondering if you'd be up for a little sponging.
It's not a question.
Alright, well, let me just explain. We'll come back to that in a moment, we'll get a public vote. But some men, as you've seen, have decided that they don't care about the rules. Now, we've had this special contraption made. We've had to go up a notch this year. So not only will men be punished in the stocks, not only for fruit infringements, you know what, we're going to do the fruit thing, I don't care. We're going to do it. So email in any fruit infringements that you see. Basically, it's men eating fruit. Fruit has been banned on this site since 1654. And anyone breaking that, whether it's fruit scented aftershave...
He's looking furious.
He is.
And he's putting his phone in his bag.
He knows what's coming. It's a good sport.
He's coming out. Not that kind of event, sir. Please don't put that on social media.
Can you turn down
The third season.
Turn down blue mic, please. Just a few notches. Turn down the blue mic a little bit. Right. So, what I was saying is, because we are wildly behind schedule, we're going to use the stocks. So send in any images to media@cvm.org.uk, media@cvm.org.uk, of any infringements that you see, and we will do a public gallery, a public vote, and we will get those people out into the stocks. But because it's an alien theme, we've come up with this contraption that has been made by a gentleman, the executioner, who is in the building, and we will be tipping alien slime on the most vile offenders.
Can I just talk about vile offenders? Can I just ask you something, sir? I mean, you were eating a banana. Is that little bag yours? Could you just come here? Can you just pass me the bag? No, I'm not going to open it. It's just what's on the front that really double offends. Because, gentlemen, I'm not just eating a banana. Fruit on the front of his little bag. Mate, this isn't even a question. He has to come.
Right, John Gasky, get him in. Get him in, boys, line him up. We'll just give a little demonstration, sir. We're not going to get you too wet this evening. I don't know what's going on, but we're just going to throw a few sponges at you.
Just a few.
Just a few. It's
Okay.
a warm-up. It's a warm-up. It'll increase as we go.
I mean, for most people, this would be a blessed relief in a tent that is like a pizza oven right now.
Is he in shot, camera crew?
He better be.
Yeah, he's in shot. Good. Look at him, everyone.
Well played, sir. Here he goes.
This isn't a plant either. Thank you, sir, for serving the event in this way.
Stocks to man in the cross check.
Oh, it's too obvious.
Just a little tap, that's it. It won't break his
Right,
neck,
just a
honestly.
few. And I'll show mercy on this gentleman.
Oh, lovely. Again. Just a few. Keep them
Right,
coming.
maybe a couple
Remember
more.
the bag. Remember the bag.
Right, whoa. Is that enough? Let's have a round of applause for this gentleman. Someone get him out.
Basically after this. So after after this tonight we have, and you saw him in a large green bubble a short time ago, we've got Tony Vino, the comedian, in the main marquee here this evening. He is quite brilliant. Make sure you're here for that. In the mess tent, we've got the boys from Tough Talk back. How many people have seen Tough Talk over the years? Absolutely sensational guys, well worth hearing their story. And also, if there's someone here this weekend and you've been maybe dragged along, you've been told about it, you've been told it's kind of Christian, it's faith stuff, and you just want to kind of maybe explore the whole area of faith over the course of this weekend, this is a safe space to do it. This is the place to do it over the course of the next couple of days. We've got a thing in the mess tent after hours this evening, so after this, which is called Just Looking. Vince Turner will be there, and basically just exploring some of those questions. Listen, I've been a Christian the whole of my life, and I still have plenty of questions. So if you just want to go and talk things through, listen to a few pearls of wisdom about faith, that's the place to be a little bit later.
Lovely, mate, lovely. But
Big G always says that was pre-existing conditions, so it doesn't count.
So it doesn't count. We've seen some quite bad leg breaks in the football, really bad. He got knocked out standing in the back of the buggy when you'd all gone home. He fell out the back of the buggy. We don't talk about that though, do we? And earlier on, Mike Lenander, I was watching, he got almost spat on by hot oil from bacon. So it's that sort of level that we're looking for.
Okay, what won it last year? I wasn't here to find out.
It was a really nasty, actually quite small, but they do hurt, paper cut, just on the finger there.
So, if you receive any injuries over the weekend and you think you could compete with the paper cut from last year, do send them in to us at the usual addresses. Sunburn won't count this year because listen, we're all in it together.
Or
so there's
twisted
going to be a lot of sunburn.
Or twisted ankles.
No, twisted ankles.
It's a bit rutty.
Have you noticed those tracks in the field?
Yeah. Do you want me to
What happened there?
Well, the farmer who actually gives us this land to use, absolutely awesome family. Yeah, cool, give him a cheer. Seriously for nothing, so it's amazing. They cut a load of deep ruts in the field because we were expecting some rain, and then that levels it out and creates a lovely bit of drainage. It didn't rain. So we've got valleys and ruts, but the lads drove a, what's his name? Like a roller. Yeah, like a massive roller around for hours and flattened it all out, so that's why the ruts are there, but we have tried. So no twisted ankles, they don't count.
They don't count. Twisted ankles don't. Sunburn doesn't count unless it's really big blisters. Then we might consider it, but can I just encourage you not to go down that particular route? Right. Finally, and I'm handing over to you for this because this is the monumentally dull health and safety briefing. I'm just going to back off.
Fires, barbecues lifted off the ground. In case of a fire, stewards will guide you to the assembly points. Top of the field by the main car park entrance. If you discover a fire, raise the alarm with the rotating bells in the field or through the PA in the venues. First aid is available. Our first aiders sitting out there in the heat, they are legends as well. So if you hurt yourself, thank you, first aiders, provided by Cotswold First Aid. Please do not drive on the site unless absolutely necessary, so we class necessary as a handbrake turn or just showing the lads how fast you can go, that's perfectly fine. Noise curfew. There will be a whole site noise curfew from 11:30. Please observe it as it is on our event licence, so no loud noise after 11:30. So we do need to be fairly respectful for that one, I think. Yes. So at each gathering,
Yeah.
You talked about this, about flag waving and people, getting a bit excited.
Yeah, I mean, listen, each to their own, but I'm going to be honest, the church I go down to in Buckinghamshire, in Amersham, lovely church, and I've been going there for 5 years. There's not an awful lot of flag waving at our church, but occasionally one particular woman, I won't name her, she likes to get her flag out and wave it. I'm one of those people who feels embarrassment on behalf of other people. So the moment the flag is erected and waved during worship, Thomas just retreats quietly to the back, heads for the loo, waits for the song to finish, or maybe the whole worship set, and makes his way back in. Listen, each to their own, as I said, the flags, not for me.
Not for you.
Not for me.
It's a fair comment. We don't
I think.
Look at this man, Larry. Get him! Get him! Here he comes. Get after him. So, you will see bits of that man laying around the site. Being warned. No, because the other ones are brilliant.
Oh, yes.
We'll just do it quick. We'll just do it quick. So, top 10 car karaoke songs of all time. So the song that comes on the radio and you start singing, you can't help yourself. Take 30 seconds, just have a quick think.
It's basically.
Here we go.
Right, in at number 10. How many you went for this one?
Come on, boys, let's sing a little bit. Let's sing a little bit. Come on. Just a little bit. Here we go. I knew it. Look at these boys. Love it. I will survive.
Okay, this one ain't hitting the mustard, is it?
Love this one. Only a little bit though, we'll only do a little. There you go. In at number 5.
Oh, this is classic.
I sing it in a smoky room. I smell like shitty perfume. For a smile we can share the night. It goes on and on.
Sure. So just to say, tomorrow night's band is a Britpop tribute band, Oasis, Blur. They'll be here on the stage.
What's number 3?
Number 3, we're in the big stuff now. Here we go. Come on. band in.
Mate, that has stuffed the feedback already.
Look,
they're not happy.
it'll all be better in a minute. Number 1. Careless Whisper, George Michael. Get your phones out, get your lighters out. Alright, let's do the real number 1.
Let's go over the back. Here we go.
Come on, boys, a bit more. Let's go a little bit more.
Right, CrossFit Academy, here we go!
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Let everything. Let everything. That has breath. That has breath. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise in the valley. A praise in the mountain. A praise when I'm sure. A praise when I'm doubting. A praise when I'm outnumbered. Praise when surrounded. His praise is the water your enemies drowning. As long as I'm breathing, I've got a reason to praise the Lord, oh my soul. Give thanks to the Lord. Give thanks to the Lord. Give thanks to the Lord. Give thanks for He is good. Give thanks for He is good. Sing that together. Give thanks to the Lord. Give thanks to the Lord. Give thanks to the Lord. Give thanks for He is good. Give thanks for the next bit. His love never fails. For His love never fails. Never fails. Let's hear that His love never fails. Falling down and rushing, sing song of praise to the Lamb. All who've gone before us, and all who will believe, sing song of praise to the Lamb. Your name is the highest, your name is the greatest, your name stands above them all. All thrones and dominions, all powers and positions, your name stands above them all. And the angels cry, holy, all creation cries, holy, you are lifted high, holy.
Oh, you didn't get much of a round of applause, mate. Here he comes. Come on, Arthur White. Keep cheering, fellas. Here he comes. What a legend. Listen. Fantastic, thank you. Also, round of applause, please, for Tom and Helen doing the signing. What is I'm a brilliant signer in sign? Let me. Yeah. Okay. And would you have thrown yourself into those songs as well as Helen? No. Oh, now go, walk out the door, just turn around now. You're not welcome any now, you're not. It's not the passion isn't there, but round of applause, please, for these guys.
We're basically, we've run on, but listen, I've been booked for a 40-minute show, and unlike HS2, I intend to go all the way to the end, okay? We're gonna do this, fellas. Look at this. This is great. So, CV, my brothers, thank you for coming. I appreciate you coming out to turn this into a comedy club. And listen, like, are you up for this? Do you feel up for this? Well, why did you fill up from the back? I saw that, that's right. You fellas here, you thought, if we go say that, you are now the half-second row. Thank you, fellas. Let's give these four a round of applause. The four front rows, come on, this is great. This is genuinely, before I get into the comedy, like, I'm touched and honoured to be here. I mean, I was here 2 years ago. Who saw me 2 years ago? Who is it the first time you've ever seen me? You don't sound quite as happy, to be honest. But it's the gardening, right round here. Stick with it, it's probably. But what about, because have we got sort of Wiltshire people? Hello, Wiltshire people. Of course, that's a bit more rough than I was expecting from Wiltshire. Nice posh Cotswolds, but you're not the sort of crowd to heckle. You might throw couscous in it, lads, like that. Because it is, you're nice, because we're here, this is over in Swindon. You're close enough to Swindon that it's good for the shopping, isn't it? But far enough away that you feel superior, really, isn't it? Right. So we've got Preston, hello, where we got? So we've got Lancashire, we've got Yorkshire, hello Yorkshire people. I love that, it's the only gig I've been to where the audience heckle themselves like that. Yorkshire, you know what? Yorkshire is alright, right? It gets a bad rap. I lived there for years. What the thing about Yorkshire, right? It's a sign of quality, right? If you put Yorkshire before anything, it means it's the best. Right? Think about it, right? Tea, Yorkshire tea, the best, yeah? What about like the bank? Yorkshire bank, the best. Yorkshire puddings, the best. And serial killers. So. It's true, some of the it's true, look at that. Well done, fella, I like that. It's good, and you've done well, and thanks for wearing the shirt. This is obviously a beautiful man leggy. I've got this on. You'll realise as the show goes on, this is the best material that I've got, to be honest. So, someone just died over there. This is ace, I love it. We've got my Scotsmen, some of you fellas. It's the young guys, you've gone for, by the time you get to our age, you get a bit over 40 and over, you don't bother about fashion. Look at this, fellas, right? Genuinely, Lidl £10 trainers, check that. There's the man who's given up on life, right there. Because I always say, that's what I won't shop anywhere else. I think, if you're going to go grocery shopping, you don't want to go to a place where you get eggs, milk, and then go down the middle aisle and possibly pick up a defibrillator, right? Check that out, right? The wife will love that, got it back. She was as shocked as I was. Hello. This on. So we've got people from all over the country. That's what I like, and as well, brothers in Christ. This is what it is. Doesn't matter whether you're from the north, from the south. We might be different. I mean, the main difference I think you can tell when Northerners and Southerners is when you're on holiday, right? I've been watching, right? Southern people, you meet on holiday, and you love to have a little chat about the weather. Oh, it's muggy, isn't it? Oh, it's a bit humid, right? Northerners meet on holiday, right? This is the first thing they do. They go like this. They go, how much you pay for this? Isn't it, brothers? That's it, how much? Get on to internet like that. Because it's beautiful. This is the new world we're in, guys. Right, Northerners. They're right. Anyway, you know, we've got people from Preston. These guys, I know these guys. They're on a witness protection. That's how they got here, isn't it, Spaz? Right. We're getting, you know, but they're letting, you know, Northern people. They're getting on holiday now. I mean, isn't this incredible? You've seen Northern, because I do a lot of like, you know, stuff for TUI. You got to go on. They're letting Northerners on cruise ships now. Incredible, isn't it? Look at that. You see, like you can see in that, they don't, you know, the whole all-inclusive. You can see it in their eyes. They're like, "Sorry, are you telling me I can have as much as I want?" Well, Sandra, I'm gonna come out with a profit here, right? So you know which ones are the Northerners, right? Look along the buffet queue. They're stretching before meals like that, right? I'm gonna bankrupt this company, right? Genuinely, I saw one guy, Bolton, actual from Bolton. He's like this. He's trying to take. Come on, there we go. There he is. Look at that. Good to have you in, brother. Right. He was from Bolton. He took his family as well. He's like this. He's like showing his son. Right. This is how you. Right, I'll show you how to do a buffet, son. Pull that rice back. His wife was there. Sandra, you done very well. That were a big plate, but you can have more. Remember, you're eating for two. Is she pregnant? No, schizophrenic. Go on. Get her. You're in, sweetheart. Bolton, how are you doing, Bolton? Do you want to lift home? No, look at that, no. You are actually now just going to live in this field, aren't you? Look at that. Proper upgrade. Look at that, that's a proper Bolton lad. That's a proper Bolton look like. It just looks like he's been covered in glue and run through Sports Direct, right? Look at that. That is as Bolton as we get, son, isn't it? Good on you. What's your name, fella? Rob. Good to have you in, Rob. What do you do, Rob? He's a manager. Quality. Right. I'm a manager. Couldn't give a... Anyway, so... You work for a homeless charity. Thanks very much. That is comedy proof. Appreciate that. You got yourself a pass there, Rob. That was very good. I'll show this comedian, right. I work for a homeless charity. Fantastic. Do you, ironically, do you work from... No, that's not a good joke, is it? That'd be rubbing it in, wouldn't it? Just zoom in your clients. Look at that. Bridge. No. Anyway. Good on you, Rob. Good on you, Rob. Let's have it. Is it, what's it called? Shelter? Is it, what's it called? Emmaus, fantastic. I know Emmaus. I know. They get, that's the. I know Emmaus. I tell you what, it's a long walk to their office. Thanks very much, all four of you. Is it? So no, you sell second-hand furniture, don't you?
We also have houses to go.
Yeah, I know. Stop banging on about it, would you? Second-hand furniture. I've got an Emmaus fruit bowl. That's all I've got to say about that. Well done, Rob. Well done, Rob. I like that. So, so we've got people from all over, right? So what I wanted to do for you today, right, I've actually prepared something, right, actual specific, okay? Because we're men, Christian brothers together, right? I've been a Christian now, crikey, talk like this. So nightmare girlfriends just ring up and be like, put your dad back on. There you go. So he grew up proper Catholic, but he's sort of agnostic Catholic, my dad, right? And the fellas from Preston, in fact, I saw one of you guys. We've got a British there he is, British Aerospace. He worked with my dad, right? There we go, right? Amazing, isn't it? Right? He used to work night shifts. I think I've told you this story before, but my dad used to just like play. He used to do he'd get back in 5 o'clock in the morning. The famous story about my dad. One morning, our dog had gone into next door neighbour's garden, right? There was a rabbit in a hutch. Our dog had gone in, buried under the fence, gone in, took the rabbit, come back into our house, and it was full of mud and broken bones. Like my dad, 5 o'clock in the morning, he got the rabbit, he just washed it up and he just put it back in the hutch like that. Fixed the fence, and my wife's like, Mariano, have you heard something? No, I hear nothing. What? The kids ended up there destroying us. That's terrible. Tell me why. Well, their rabbit, it died 3 days ago. They buried it. It's turned up in the hutch again. Wow. All Catholic heart, man. It's a miracle. In nomine Patri. Proper old school Catholic, right? And so when I genuinely had quite an intense conversion experience. Gave my life to Jesus when I was 17, like. But now he goes, hey, you know, I have living in one of my house some aliens. That's like that. It's pronounced Somalians. I need to do the lessons, right? We've had a couple of years. I was here 2023. We had a lovely time. Don't worry, you've missed nothing. Oh, you're the banana guy, aren't you? Like from before, like excellent, right? It was just topping up. So it's good to have you. So I was here 2 years ago. Obviously, life's changed a lot in the last couple of years, hasn't it? There's some big things going on these last couple of years. What have we had that's big? We had the Olympics. That was good, wasn't it? Great, just me. Okay, that's great. No, we watched it. It was great. I mean, I loved. I watched everything, you know, and the physicality of some of them athletes. You know, have you seen there was that? Remember that fella, that really big, strong fella, the one that won the women's boxing? Fantastic. What else have we had? We've had everything. We had the resolution of the post office crisis, you know, that scandal. That I'm glad that's all come to more of a resolution of that, because, well, my uncle, he's now hopefully going to get acquitted. I mean, he was done for arson. But what else have we had? We've got a new government as well. That's incredible. Yeah, well, there we go. Thanks, Kia. Our election passed off quite unassumingly. Think about the American election. It went mental, didn't it? Like, you know, like Trump got shot. It was like five. You know, in our election, the most exciting thing was a girl threw a milkshake over Nigel Farage. That were it. Wasn't it? Like that, and everyone's like, oh my goodness, that's dangerous. He could have been lactose intolerant. Fight. Honestly, by the way, this is my moment that I give you my Nigel Farage joke, right? It's got to be done. Okay, right, here we go. Nigel Farage, right? Someone goes into a bookshop and says, have you got that autobiography by Nigel Farage? The guy behind the counter goes, oh, bugger off, get out, don't come back. He said, yeah, that's the one. So he went mental over in America. And obviously, Americans, they have a whole different perspective on that. I mean, I love America. I go out to America. There's a few people here who've been to America. You've been to America? Everyone been? It's great, isn't it? They love comedy out there. They love it. There are some Americans who don't get the English sense of ironic humour, like customs officers. They don't. Like, first time I ever went, I had guns. He's like, this is like, sir, have you got any illegal drugs? I was like, what do you need? I didn't like that. And so I travel, been doing that a little bit, been out to America, been doing a few of the ships. The great thing that you see all sorts of, like as a comedian traveling, because they have comedians, they have singers, they have some incredible, all these different cruise lines, right? And I've started doing one for a really old cruise line called Saga Cruises, right? That is ace, right? They had now I don't want to offend anyone tonight, but the funniest thing I saw, and there wasn't a comedian, right? They had a psychic night, okay, right? Now imagine this old audience on a Saga cruise, right? He comes on, he offended the entire audience right from his opening line. He goes like this, he goes, yes, I can sense there are many dead people here tonight. Well, I don't know, have you heard that, Margaret? Margaret? Sounds like he was very accurate, right? So that's what I've been doing, travelling around a little bit. I've been enjoying, and obviously what a summer we've had in March. Wasn't it incredible, right? I mean, you guys, I feel terrible because I'm not camping. I've not been camping for years. I don't own a tent. I don't go camping mainly because I've got an house. But there's you lot, right? I am, honestly, it's going to be a great night in here, because you think about it, it's got sweltering this weekend. You're going to go into your tent tonight and think, oh, nice, yeah, no, it's quite pleasant night. You're going to wake up in the morning like a boil in the bag cod, right? I are. Dehydrated, down to your fighting weight, 2 stone. Oh no, that just fall out like a calf being born. Dehydrated, just covered in mucus. Well, all right. Terry, link me off. Link me. Look at that, get it off. I can't see. Look at that. Oh, thanks, Terry. Cheers. Look at that. Right. Honestly, but obviously, because that's the ones that are actually camping. You've got the upstairs. We've got hello to the caravanners. Oh, guys, you know when you think, I like my house that much that when I leave home, I want to take it with me, right? That's a state of mind. But you're obviously mid-range, and now, what the bourgeoisie, it's the motorhomers. Hello to the motorhomers. All 3 of them. Excellent, right? Do you know what I like about the great thing about that? Anyone that owns, how do you know if someone owns a VW camper van? Well, they'll tell you. In more detail than you want, to be honest, right? So good on you. We're going because we're hopeful for a good summer this summer. I'm hopeful taking the kids on holiday. I've got 2 beautiful children, right, and 1 ugly one. And so I'm hopeful for a good summer because it's nice. It's like, if you're going to take your kids abroad, right, this is my advice to you, right, don't go to the Mediterranean, right, the best place to take the kids on holiday, trust me, right, Amsterdam. No, honestly, the kids sleep great. Another brownie. Right. So do that, because obviously, because we go to Spain to see my family there. I like the Greek islands as well. That's my favourite place, right? Because I can do it like the Spanish talk like this. I like the Greek. The Greek is slightly higher. The Greek talk like this. This is my favourite ever example of the Greek accent, right? I was coming back from the island of Rhodes, Diagoras Airport, and I was with another comedian called Junior Simpson, and he was buying a ham and cheese panini from this kiosk. Said to the woman, how cute is this, right? Best example of the Greek accent ever, right? He got this ham and cheese panini, this Greek lady passed it to him, and he said, oh no, sorry love, could you heat it? And she went, no, you heat it. So prepared for you especially, right? This is only ever going to be played here this night, and this is going to be the first and last outing of this presentation, right? This is for, yeah, that's right, brother. I like the fact it's here. Yeah, this is never going to be done again. Yes, right. So this is my presentation, right? So before we get to it, I'll just in case those that haven't seen me before, right? Let's have a look, right? So this is my presentation, right? So this is me. Can we have the PowerPoint presentation? Is that possible? Thanks very much. Or a big picture of a. that's my laptop thingy dingy. So. It's absolutely fine. Thanks very much. So that was the first and last time that presentation has ever. Do you want me to do? I'm actually going to speak to the second. Do you want me to do that thing where you go display settings, extend display or something like that? Or should I just take it out and plug it back in? Or they've gone home. Excellent. Right. Okay. Right. Do you want me to do that? What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Great. Excellent. Right. Fantastic. Well, do you want me to plug it in again? Or.
Someone's coming. They know. I don't.
Oh, that's it. Right, there we go. I'll tell you a joke while he's here. Look at that, fantastic. Right, there we go. Look, there we go. That's that. Beautiful. Right, would you like to? I'll tell you what. I'll tell you because it's working.
It's not.
It's just a quick joke. So I actually do want to tell you a joke. This is. Has anyone heard? Like my dad has told me a Spanish joke, right? Let's have a look. Let's see if you know it. Right, here we go. Right, do you want a joke? Does everyone want a joke? Yeah? Okay. This is a proper joke. This is a proper Spanish joke, this, right? Deja de guasa que busca la ruina. You know. No, it's a genuine. It's about a British tourist goes into a Spanish restaurant, right? And he sees on the specials board, he sees a sign. It says Toro del Burro, right? And this tourist goes in. And he says to the waiter, he says, Toro del Burro, what's that? And the waiter goes, this is a local dish in Malaga. This is the it's called Toro del Burro. It's the balls of the bull. At that moment, another waiter came out of the kitchen door, right, with a dish with 2 massive dumplings on it, right? Put it before another customer, and this tourist was like, that looks amazing, I'll have one of them. And he goes, the waiter's no, there's only one bullfight every day, There's only one, you come back tomorrow, I give you a Toro. All right, see you. So he walked out, he didn't fart. Anyway, he came back next day, he goes, Garçon, no problem, Toro del Burro. 20 minutes later, at that same kitchen door, the waiter came with the same dish, put it before the tourist. But instead of 2 large dumplings, there was just 2 little meatballs. Just 2 little. He goes, see, what happened yesterday? They were massive, now they're whatever. Well, he says, the problem is, sometimes the bull wins. So that, mate. It's actually good, that. It's actually quite good, that, isn't it? What's slightly upsetting is that's got the best laugh of the night. And that was just a filler while we were sorting out a laptop. It's not even a great draw. Yes, come on, bang, right, back to the stuff you don't laugh as much at. Excellent, here we go. Right, so this is me. So anyway, this is me, right? I'm in my 19th year of comedy now, right? I've been doing comedy 19 years. That's the photo on the right that I took when I that was my first publicity shot. Tony Beaver sounds a bit like Tim Vine, looks a bit like, this is my celebrity looky-likey, Chris Barry. Yes, what do you reckon, fellas? Well, a lot of you are thinking, no, he looks a lot more like the guy from Strictly. Yes, look at that. I showed that once, right, honestly, and it was at a club in Leeds, and this old lady came up to me and she went, listen, love, I'll be honest with you, you do not look nothing like him. Right? So, well, what? She went, trust me, I watch a lot of TV. You want to have a look at a programme called Benidorm? I had a look, apparently, that. Unbelievable, right? So this is what I wanted. I'm going to do a presentation, right? I've actually prepared something from the Bible, right? Because I know the Bible really well, by the way. I've studied it. I've even got I've got a photographic memory, so I've read the Bible. I've even memorised the whole thing, right? Watch this. Anyone give me let's go Old Testament tonight, right? Go on, give us you, sir, in the terrible shirt. That doesn't narrow it down, does it? But you there at the front, but folding your arms, not looking like you don't want me to talk to you, right? What's your name? John. Everyone say hello to John. Where are you from, John? Eastleigh in Hampshire. Excellent stuff. Oh, fantastic. And what do you like? Tell us something interesting about yourself, John. I'll come back to you later, John. That's excellent. Right? Okay, there you go. Come on. What do you do in Eastleigh in Hampshire? What's your favourite? Yeah, you retire, but what do you do with your retirement? I mean, you know, you don't go clothes shopping, that's for sure. So, like, what do you do, John? You look after grandchildren, fantastic, right? And they're glad to be away. Well done, John. Right now, John, give us an Old Testament chapter and verse. Here we go. Give me an Old Testament chapter and verse. Bang, and I'll recite it. Watch this. I've memorised the entire Bible. Check this. Go on. Give us any. Go on. Genesis 10. What verse? 1 to 5. Oh, crikey, we're going to be here all night. All right. Okay. Genesis 10. 1 to. I'll just do Genesis 10. 1 to 2. It's probably there. Here we go. Genesis 10. 1 to 10. Here, 2. Here we go. Genesis 10. 1 to. Here we go. Do you speak Hebrew, John? If you could. I can do New Testament Greek. No, it doesn't matter, right? I'll crack on. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, right, is I thought, right, to inspire you are men that love Jesus, that know the Bible. I thought, what it is, right? What is it to be a man? Because there was a survey, right? So I've done this is the thing I've done, right? Which is the Gathering 2023, bloke or a wuss, right? According to the Bible, right? Here we go. So because there was you might say it was in Christianity Today. There was a survey that 1 in 3 Christian men. This is women in church said that 1 in 3 Christian men that they know is a bit of a wuss, is a bit of a wet blanket. 1 in 3, right? Look to the guy to your left, right? Look to the guy to the right, right? If it's not them, it's you, all right? you better step up, fellas, right? 1 in 3 of you is a complete wet blanket, right? So I thought I'd do, right, as inspiration, we're let's look at the biblical characters, right? Let's see the men of the Bible, right? Let's see if they are indeed a bloke or a wuss. Right there, right? Steve Irwin, that's an actual character called the Wuss Action Hero. Comes with real cold feet and dead fish handshake grip, right? So, we'll go through it, right? Here we go. Let's do it. Okay, so first one, who's first? Let's go right to the beginning, right? The OG. Adam, right? Proper bloke. Think about it, proper bloke. He was the original one. Decisive. That's how he was brought, right? He named everything. It wasn't deliberating, no meetings, no, he was like, that's a fish, that's a dog. He didn't even stumble over platypus at all, right? Just went in, no problem, had a big sleep, woke up without a rib, and married. Not bothered though, he, took it, right? That was Adam, and then went more like that Adam. There we go, look at that. Adam, you look confused, it's Adamant there, that's how it is. We're learning, because this is it. I want you to learn stuff tonight as well. Little fact, here's a fact for you. Did you know that if you were to lay all your veins and arteries down in one big long line, you'd be dead? How about that? There you go. We're learning. Do you feel like we're learning? We're learning, aren't we? We're learning. Here we go. Right. So next one. Right. Here we go. Okay. This is an interesting one. Right. Jacob and Esau. Okay. We'll do Jacob and Esau because we all think that Esau's going to be the bloke and Jacob was a bit of a wuss. You know the story of Jacob and Esau. That Esau firstborn, he was hairy. Jacob came out just after him. Right. That's the. There we go. They say that's the best shot I could get to explain the whole thing and not get cancelled, all right? Right? So that was Jacob and Esau, and as you know, see, those that know the story, what was it, right? Jacob was a smooth man, yes? Jacob was a smooth man, and Esau was a hairy man, everyone, there we go. No, is that not a very hairy man? Very, very hairy man, okay, right? So now the thing is, right, Esau, proper bloke, right, we know that he lost his inheritance, right, he was impulsive, proper bloke, he lost inheritance over a meal, and you think that's proper bloke, and so we're all here going, it had to be a curry, didn't it? Right, because sometimes I think I'd give all my possessions for a tikka masala sometimes, right, so, but, right, actually, Jacob redeemed himself, didn't he, right? Because one, right, like your good self, he was into camping, wasn't he? There we go, that was pretty tough, right? But the main thing, he turned it on a sixpence, right? Because he wrestled with the angel of God all night, right? And he managed to do it all night, and let's be honest, he was definitely outgunned, wasn't he? Do you not reckon? So that's it. And there we go. And the only other thing I thought that makes him a bloke is, well, he had a ladder. That was it. And his wife's dad had a ladder, but that wasn't his real ladder, it was his step ladder. Doesn't matter. Shut up. Right, there we go. Well, there we go. That's Jacob. Right? If you look at that photo, he looks absolutely knackered. He's absolutely knackered there, but basically, he had 12 kids, didn't he? Most of them going to be tired, right? So the other one, right? Here we go. Let's look. Noah, right? I'm thinking now. This was the film Noah. Did anyone watch that? This is the film Noah, but this is also this is the beginning of summer in Manchester as well, right? It's the wettest city in the country. Any Manchester people in? Hello, Manchester. There we go. So it's all right, isn't it? The thing is, right now, this is interesting. Manchester, because I actually now live in Manchester. I moved from Preston there. So the exciting thing 3 months ago that has been the integrated transport network in Manchester. It's called the B Network. So they've got buses, trams, and now they have very exciting B-bikes, right? These are single-use hire bikes. The most exciting thing to happen in Manchester, because the way it works, this is how it works, right? You have an app on your phone, right? And you go to the bike, right? And you unlock the bike with the app, right? You take the bike, right? And then you do the journey, and then at the end of your journey, you throw it in the canal. Well, that seems to be what everyone else is doing, right? So, right. So there we go. So this is Noah, right? Now, Noah's an interesting one. Proper bloke, and he has been cast, certainly in this film, Noah, because I'm not entirely sure, right, how we went from this, right, to this. That's a leap, isn't it, to be honest? But the interesting thing, right, is throughout art history, they've always been basically like making up Noah, and because they don't really know what he looked like. I'll show you, right? This is the National Gallery. This is a picture of Noah, right? National Gallery. And what have they done? They've gone, we don't really know what he looks like, so let's just get Santa Claus, put a tea towel on his head, right? Noah. There you go, right? And they do it, and this happens throughout art history. This is a big one in the New York Gallery. I like this one, right? This is Noah, and again, the painter is just making it up, right? Because what did it say in the Bible? The animals went in 2 by 2. Look at them sheep, 4, 5, 6 of them. And look at Noah, right? I know for a fact he did not play the didgeridoo. That is, they're making it up. They're making it up, guys, right? And also, right, now the thing is, if you look at this, right, if you look at the animals in the picture, it goes, you had all of that, and then everyone always wonders, well, was that when dinosaurs fell out? And I think, did they go extinct then? And I think, yeah, probably, because it would never have worked, would it? Look at that, right? So Noah, bit of a bloke, lasted 40 days through a whole kind of like apocalyptic, world-ending event, and then as soon as he went out, that was it. So is this a bloke thing or is this a wuss thing to do? He planted a vineyard, and then had the fermented wine. Then basically passed out in his own vineyard, nude. Right? We've all been there, haven't we? It happened to me in a vineyard in Paris. And when I say Paris, I mean Sheffield. And when I say vineyard, I mean Megabus. But let's give him a pass on that one, right? So that was our note, right? So next, okay, right. So now this one, I would say, is out and out bloke, right? Here we go, Moses, right? Boom, Moses. He took on the entire Egyptian army and Pharaoh with a stick, right? Brilliant. He had a book made out of stone, broke one as well. That's a very blokey thing to do, isn't it, right? Did all that, and so I think basically everything he did, he parted the Red Sea. I mean, I have trouble at the wave machine at Centre Parks, right? But I think that's the most blokey thing. So I think that was basically Noah. He was a bloke. The only thing that made him slightly wussy was that, he had to get a couple of his mates to help him when he was doing, keeping his arms up in the air, calisthenics, right? There you go. Look at that. There you go. That was the only thing, right? So you got that with Moses. What about Abraham? Oh my goodness, proper bloke, circumcised himself with Bronze Age knives, right? That was pretty tough. And and also got to give it to him. He was very involved with his son. He used to take him on hikes. That was nice. That were nice, And he's like, we really must do this again someday, son. You're all right, Dad. Next year, I'm going camping with Mum. What about this, right? Samson. I think we can agree there's just basically Samson, everything about him was a bloke, right? What did he do? He ripped a lion in half. 1,000 people killed with a jawbone. He knocked over a temple with his bare hands. The building regulations aren't what they are now, but you know what I mean. Did all that, so I think pretty much a bloke. The only thing that we can say against him is, well, he had long hair, didn't he? So that's the only thing. So there we go, right? So what about, here we go, right? Let's have a look. Now, I've got Daniel, next one, right? Here we go. This is Daniel, him and his mates. Stood up against the Babylonian Empire, didn't defile themselves, anything, proper blokey, only thing, well, vegetarian, isn't it? That's it, yeah, that's it. Look at that, look at you. Tell you what, right, this is what I reveal actually. I'm vegetarian. Hello to all the vegetarian brothers in the room. There's probably more, but they don't have the energy, basically. I'm here, son, look at that, just have a suck on a carrot. I'm here. No, listen, it's good. You should, for those that are thinking of becoming vegetarian, right? Genuinely, I did it as one years ago for Lent. I gave up meat. I did it most Lent and give up meat, and then, you know, didn't do that thing, you know, when you break Lent and you're like, fantastic, and you run, you know, to the nearest field and just eat a cow. Right? That was, one year I thought, and I just carried it on, it was amazing, right? But I did find that first Lent when I carried on, I thought, crikey, I'm a bit like addicted to meat, right? And honestly, it was incredible. What, you know what helped? Those patches, you know, salami. All right. And he's now Peter, this is it, Peter, right? He was a proper bloke, right? One, he were into fishing, yeah, that's a bloke thing. But the other thing, he was the first man to ever be called The Rock. How about that, eh? Right? That's pretty tough thing to do. And I think the thing with Peter, that was the only thing against him, right? And this is my last joke. I'm going to go out on the last joke for this presentation, okay? The one bit where he blotted his copybook, someone offered him cheddar, Edam, and Stilton, and he denied cheeses 3 times. Come on, there we go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for sitting through that rubbish, right? Keep that presentation up, right? This is, now watch this, fellas, right? This is it. This is how you, when you're remembered like that, because sometimes, you know, proper blokes, you think like this is a, you know, obviously a British hero, but you know, your legacy, when it comes to being remembered, isn't always immortalised like you want. You know, that's the thing, isn't it? You know, right? Because what we all know is that comedy is all about timing. Do you not reckon? Look at that. Now there you go, because you sat through that, right, I'll just show you this. This is my favourite little video, right? This is right, this is just what I want to show you, right? This is basically, I just think this is quite a video for a load of blokes in a room, right? This is that look, right? You know, where you've said something like, yeah, you know, I'd rather, you know, rather than go shopping with you, how about I just go and meet my mates for a drink, right? And this is the look that you get. Watch this. Bang. Some of you coming out in cold sweats, I can see it. Flashbacks for some of you there, isn't it, right? Bang, that's it, right? There you go. That's what I'm just going to show you, right? This is my favourite video of the week. This is just my favourite video. Right? This is just going to expand your cultural horizons. Here you go. This is just a monkey weeing in his own face. There you go. How good is that, right? That's a guy from Bolton on a drinks package. That's what that is. Right? His first 2-week holiday. Look at that. Look at that. Let's have a zoom in on that. Look at that, bang. Look at that. Look at that, eh? Fantastic, that. Honestly, right? It's brilliant, that. I love that. And what's great about that, yeah? It's not as hard as it looks, right? This guy is going to demonstrate. Come on. Let's get you stretched up, fella. Come on, let's get it. Right, so let me just hit me time. Right, oh crikey, flipping it right a bit. Okay, so bring it inside. So, the other thing I wanted to show you, right? So I've been, you know, as Christian men, there's big decisions you make in life. So I've been married 18 years now, and that's a big decision. Like I didn't think I was actually ready to do it. I didn't think I was, you know, committed enough. And all, you know, you read all them statistics. You know, like half of all marriages end up lasting forever. It's a long time, isn't it, right? And you read them all these statistics, like, you know, half of all marriages end up lasting forever. The other one, right? Once you've had kids, get this for a statistic. Says once you've had kids, apparently your love life is meant to go down on average 67%, which is a gross underestimation, right? Listen, I came off a gig once, my wife's like, she's like, why don't you take your trousers off? I'm like, why? She says, I'm putting a wash on. Like that. No, works both ways. If she's the one that goes out, the ambulance stays in. As soon as she gets home, just want to rip her clothes off. I mean, I shouldn't be wearing them, really, but it's... But that's it, right? So you make these decisions in life, you know, and there's things that make you a strong relationship. I would say that the 3 keys are things like quality time together. My wife now, she's done, right, recently, she's done a course on mindfulness, right? Fellas, have you heard of mindfulness? It's amazing, right? She's like this, she brought it up, right? Once she finished the course, she goes like this, right, well, for a date night, Tony, we're going to do some mindfulness. I'm like, go on then, what does that go? She said, what we've got to do, we've got to sit together for half an hour in silence. And I'm like, that's different. how? Innit? That's just a normal day. It's just you not annoyed. Right. So do that, so quality time, having a good sense of humour, that's a very important thing. It's the other thing that I make her laugh, she makes me laugh. The funniest thing she ever said, right, this is hers, right, we'd had a tough year, 2020 pandemic. That was a tough year. That, and I don't know if you remember. I'll give you the exact time. It was the second lockdown, right? The least favourite of the big three, right? And it was that second lockdown that went over Christmas, and everyone was depressed, and we were depressed, right? And it was that bit between Christmas and New Year, and then the Prime Minister had come on the news, and he'd gone like, "Oh, we're gonna ease restrictions over Christmas so that you can travel and go be with your extended family." And we were like, "Haven't we suffered enough?" Right? And that bit was about 3 days after Christmas, and my wife's having a glass of rosé like that, right? And she just said the most beautiful thing. She said, "We've had a tough year." She said, "Tough year this, right?" But she said, "Do you know what? I don't think I would have got through this year without you." I said, "That's gorgeous. That's a beautiful thing." But I said, "Is that the wine talking?" She went, "I'm talking to the wine." 3 glasses she had that night, right? So you do that. Brutal honesty as well. Brutal honesty. Like early on in our relationship, I remember saying to her, going like this, going, look, I'll be honest, I'll be dead honest with you, right? I'm not entirely sure that I'm ready yet to have children. She went, "That's the most insensitive thing I've ever heard anyone say ever." I says, "Why?" She says, "Your son stood there for starters." So we got through that, right? And obviously she carried on working, because during the pandemic I didn't have work, so people like this, they were like, "Tony, there's going to be no comedy for years, you're going to have to start doing things online." So I took up gambling. That was good, right? And no, I got a bit of I got, as a self-employed comedian, it was amazing. The government gave me 80% of a declared taxable income, which was very generous. I'd only ever given them 5, right? So I did the homeschooling with the kids, right? And but she is more qualified, right? Because she's a clinical psychologist, my wife. So she was in charge of the school, right? And it's things like, so she would set the course. She knows a thing, right? This is incredible. She knew a thing. It's like an educational philosophy called the marshmallow effect. Has anyone heard of it? Have you heard of the marshmallow effect? Right? It's a big in educational theory. Right? I'll teach you what it is. It was an experiment done many, many years ago, back in the 80s, where they put a marshmallow before a kid. Okay, it's all about deferring gratification, right? And all the thick kids, they'd say that, because basically they put the marshmallow there, and they'd say, "You can have this marshmallow now, or you can wait 5 minutes, and you get a whole bag of marshmallows," right? All the thick kids, right? They go, "I'm just going to eat this one." But all the kids that, will go on to make them some of themselves in life, they'd wait the fact, right? And she did it with the kids. She even does it with me, honestly. She's like, "Listen, you can have a full body massage now, or you can wait till your birthday, and you get a whole bag of marshmallows," right? I mean, I love marshmallows, don't you, right? So we got through like that, and we've got 2 kids. How many guys here we've stopped there? I've had how many of you men are infertile? Hello. Thanks for, there's 2 of you. That's it. It's like just you can see these fellas here sat on cushions like that. That's excellent, right? There must be more, right? But there we go. Thank you. It's like I'm Spartacus now, isn't it? So like we're starting to get up, right? 2019, I had my vasectomy, right? Going into my GP, and he's like this. He's like, "Hello, Mr. Vino, how can I help you?" I said, "Well, I want to book in for my vasectomy." And he goes, "Let's talk about it." And I'm like, "Let's not talk about it, right? Just book me in." He goes, "No," "I've got to ask you a series of questions to make sure you definitely want to do it." I went, "Go on then." He goes, "Question 1. Have you considered the scenario where your wife and your children die and you're left alone?" I'm like, "Yes, I have considered it." But let's be honest, Doc, I don't have them kind of contacts, right? So we got through the pandemic. I did work, by the way. I did a bit of delivery driving, and this is absolutely true. I worked in. I retrained. someone said you should, because they do public speaking as a job, so I did a celebrancy course. Have you heard of celebrants, right? So I basically took funerals through the pandemic, because I'll be honest, it were boom time. And, right. And so I did that. And so basically what at the end of the pandemic, right, we started to think about what the kids have learned and all this kind of stuff, right? And I was doing all the Bible stories with them and all that kind of stuff. And I thought, looked at the biblical men, all that kind of stuff. But I also thought, right, I looked at all the kind of Arthurian legends and all that. We got well into that, right? And I did all the Shakespeare stories, stuff like that. And that stuff is absolutely inspiring. I'm going to show you, right? Right? Let's get some fellas up, right, to help us with this. Here we go. Right, let's have a look, right? Okay, right. Well done for sitting at the front. We'll go with you, right? Let's have you. Let's have. Go on then. We'll have you as well, right? Let's have Bolton up here. Flipping heck! Look at that. And let's have the quality assured manager as well. There we go, right? So these four fellas, right? Give them a round of applause. Come and have a stand over here, right? Just have a stand there. Look at the ladies. This is a brand new boy band, this, right? These guys are called No Direction, right? Check this out. Right? I tell you what, have a look at that. That's a proper Matalan front window right there, isn't it? Flipping egg. Crikey. That's it, right? Well, let's introduce ourselves. Which name were you from?
I'm Rob from Bolton.
Rob from Bolton, good work. Excellent stuff. Rob from Bolton.
I'm Matt from Devon.
Nice, good work. Right, nice. There we go. And you are from the 1980s. What's your name?
Ed from Bedfordshire.
Ed from Bedfordshire, that's excellent. Do you notice he only gave the county so you don't follow him home? Let's just say that, right? That's it. And finally, we've got our quality assured manager. Check this out. I'd want to have a review with you any day, right? That's it. Come on, let's have it. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Simon from Bromsgrove.
We had to really whoop it up there, right? So now I'm going to show you, right? These four fellas, right? This is the CVM, the Gathering Amateur Dramatic Society, right? I'm going to show you this, right? Here we go, right? So there you go. You got. Let's have it. You have a three. There you go. You have that one. You have that one. I'll come to you in a minute, right? So here we go. So we got. So what we're going to do? We're going to do a proper piece of Arthurian legend. All right. So do you know the story of King Arthur? Do you know that? It's inspirational because these were Christians. Now you're the main character in this, right? This is how it works, okay? This is incredible. You come to the front this, right? And you're powerful, okay? You're Lancelot, another hunky, sexy knight. So get in the arm, that's it. Tuck it in a bit. Right, here we go, right? And he comes forward like this, and he goes like this, powerful. He comes to the front, he goes this, and he goes like this. It is I, Lancelot. Powerful. Watch this, give that a go.
It's I, Lancelot.
Pretty good. Now, you're French, okay, right? So he comes in, right? Now, do you know the story, right? Because you're meant to be marrying him, but you've upgraded to this, right? So he comes in, and you're like, Guinevere, you're like, Lancelot, come here, you big honk, like that, right? And then this is where our two lovers, right, are interrupted, right? Because King Arthur comes in, right, on his own, right? You, first 3 rows, you're like the king's, like the trumpeters. You announce the arrival of the king. With a kazoo. There, that was very, very regal. Right, so you two over there, right? Come in, right? You two over there. Here comes Arthur on his horse. Here he comes on his horse. Here he comes. Look at this, on his horse. Look at that. Did you see that, fellas?
What's going on?
Gangnam Style. Did you see? Look at that.
What's happening?
Now you need to get off your horse first. Get off your horse. Very weird shaped horse. That there we go. Let's get over there, right? So now, you've come in and you're like this. You're like, it is I, Arthur. What's going on? He betrayed. And then you get your sword out. You get your sword out, Lancelot. And for 20 minutes, fellas, there's a medieval sword fight. Here they go. Go at it. Watch this. Lancelot. Yellow card for that. Lancelot skewers the king with a medieval death blow. Watch this, medieval death scene. Watch this, here we go. From Bolton, he's good at this. Anyway, look at that. There you go. pretty good, that, isn't it? That's excellent. You know, you don't get it, it's not Easter. Oh, yeah, right, you just don't get it. You just feel like that's something.
Proper death. Sort of proper death.
Just a regular Friday for you. Look at that, look at the lighters coming out. Look at that.
That's gonna
So
light
now,
up split.
he's down. Now this is the final bit, right? This is the final bit, right? So you're Merlin, right? So imagine if you would, you've got the big pointy hat, the flowing robes, right? And you come in and you do your wizardly walk, right? You come do your wizardly walk, right? Watch this, right? Watch this, that beautiful, the camper the better, that's this, right? And then you basically, you scoop him up and just carry him out of the venue, right? Like that, right? No, what you do? You go on your knees like that, you go on your knees like that, right? You go, yeah, these knees, crikey. And then what you do, you just cradle his head and you give him a kiss, right? And you don't have to, no, do. So you're at the end of the scene, right? And your boy's been killed. So you're like this. This is the fight. This is the den of monsters. You're like this. You're like Arthur, my boy. No, full of drama. Give that a go. Watch this.
Arthur, my boy, no!
Yeah, no, it's good. Right, there we go. Right, it's good. So that is scene 1 of 42. All right. So we got, see if you get your right, back to your places, right, watch this, back to your places, right, so you remember your words, right, remember your words, you two are over there, do you remember your words, you go, it is I, Lancelot, come here, big one, you two cuddle, trumpet, trot, 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 it's me, King Arthur, ching, 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 death, collapse, and then whatever you did, Merlin, you just come in like that, mince, 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 mince. Arthur, my boy, no, right, here we go, it's the CBN players with the story of Camelot, here we go, 3, 2, 1.
I am Lancelot.
Ooh, you're very hunky.
You put me on the spot, man. I don't know what to do. Round.
Ooh la la.
Is that how the story goes?
Arthur, my boy, no!
They've done it, everyone, check that out. Now fellas, look at the faces. Look at the faces, they're going, please will you do it again? Okay. Right, here we go. For the final thing they're going to do, right, they've got it, right, they've got the words, they've got the action, right, it's your choice, this is your festival, right, how do you want them to do it? They can do it any style, right, any way they can do it like, you know, a musical style, operatic or something like that, or they could do it a bit more cool, or whatever you want to do. Give us some suggestion, we'll choose of it. Ballet, Yorkshire. Yorkshire Ballet, yes, okay, 2 or 3 more, we'll choose our best.
Can I vote for somebody to take my place?
Michael Flat, I like Michael Flatley. What kind of musical? Rap music. We've got rap, Yorkshire, or ballet. Here we go. Ballet. Yeah. Yorkshire. Yeah. Rap. Yeah. Yorkshire. Yeah. Rap. Yeah. Rap Yorkshire. All right, this time, right? What about ballet opera as well? Ballet opera? Okay, right. They're going to go this time. The whole thing is an operatic ballet. Here we go. You couldn't get more mic. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. All right, or 2 ladies and all the gentlemen. It's the story of Camelot by the CBN players, and they're going to do a balletic opera with it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I am Lancelot.
Oh, you're very hunky.
Alright, let's have it.
Oh no! They've done it. Give a round of applause. Right, listen, right. If you've got 3 more minutes, I have been asked to do basically a quick musical for you, right? So this is something that I saw years ago, and it is actually a beautiful thing, right? And it's the, have you got 3 minutes? Everyone got 3 minutes? Right, this is the last thing I'll do for you, right? This came out of it. When my little boy was 6, okay, this is pre-pandemic, 2018, right? I went to see the live stage musical of The Lion King, right? And I just love that musical right now. Give us a cheer. Has anyone been to see it? Anyone been to see it? It's amazing, isn't it? Did you go down to London for it as well, fella? Incredible, right? £80 a ticket, and it was the best thing I've ever seen on stage ever, right? You know they lift up the newborn baby king, and the song comes on. It goes like Arsene Wenger. And all the animals can dance like, hey my mama, give me a banana, hey my mama, give me a banana. And then all the animals dancing, all that, and everyone's crying, the audience are crying, my little boy's crying, I'm crying, going 80 quid for this shit. Anyway, right? There's a moment, right? And for me, it's the best thing I've ever seen. It's just joyous, and I think it also speaks of new creation. You know, the newborn baby king comes into the world, and everything's healed, and it's a riotous joy of colour, right? So I'm going to show you that bit, right? So I'll just get a load of you, right? So here we go. So let's just have, I need 4 fairly healthy guys to start off with. And then, I mean, you, Banana, do you want to point out 4 fairly healthy guys? Look at that now. You have 3, so we'll have Banana Man. And we'll just have these 3 fellas here, right? Let's just do that, right? There we go, right? These 4 fellas are going to be Pride Rock. You come to the front, here we go. You can give a round of applause if you want, to be honest. That's it, right? These 4 fellas are going to be the backdrop to the whole thing. Pride Rock, here we go. Check this out, see if it can work, right? Here we go, right? So, fellas, 2 seconds, when you just... May Duncan, I can't believe Duncan's here. This is amazing. Right, you sit down like that, beautiful. Right, you're over there. Right, you sit down, like that, beautiful. Right, beautiful. Okay, you're over here. Okay, no, beautiful. Let's see if this man can work it out. Not as thick as he looks. Look at that, here it is. Absolutely fantastic. These 4 fellas are going to be right. They're going to be Pride Rock, and then you're going to see the light just reflect off Pride Rock, right? Okay, it's going to be fantastic. Appreciate you coming up, Doug. And so what we're going to do, right? So that's going to be it. Now. I knew I was going to do it. I thought I'll just do this because it's so joyous, right? I saw it years ago, and it's the best thing I've ever seen on stage. I went into my little boy's bedroom, and this is what we got, everyone. Do you remember? The newborn baby king appears from behind Pride Rock, and then all the animals come dancing out. I've come prepared, right? So let's get some volunteers, right? Here we go, right? Who's going to be in it, right? Let's have a look. Come on, who's going to be in it? Here we go. Let's have a load of you in the front, right? Let's have, come on. We'll have a zebra there. Let's point some people out. Who's going to be in it? Let's have some more. All right, you point some. That's it. No, it's working. That's it. Right, come on, point some people out supposed to be in it. Point some people out. Who's going to be in? Go on then. Oh, it's back. Okay. Point some. Let's have some fellas from over it. Who? What? Work. Right. There we go. All right. There we go. He's looking at. He's like, shut up. Go on then. There's a zebra. Right. There we go. There's one more in the actual live stage musical. There's an ostrich that comes on stage. Right. I went on the internet. All I could find was a pigeon. Right. So. Go on. Okay. Go on then. Crikey, you two. Look at that. Right, there we go. Right, if you've got your mask on, put it on. Let's have a look at you. Come on, Zebs. Come on, Giraffe. Come on, let's see you. You can't see. Now, the thing is, you need to know about them. They can't see anything, right? Once it's on, you can't see anything. You're going to have to follow my voice, right? Put it on your head. Let's have a show. Right, you show how it's done. Right, here we go. Look at this, right? Check this out, right? Just follow my voice, right? Look at that. Follow my voice. Follow my voice. And then the music plays, yeah, what happens is, yeah, the animals, they just start leaping, they're like leaping across the African savannah. Look at this, go on, have a leap, go on, give it. Someone that's been wounded by poachers, that giraffe there. Right, there we go. Very good, look at that. Give him some seed, that was amazing, that was it. That was it, that's a beauty, the monkey's doing well. Look. He's trying to creep up on you there. That's it. Right, and that's it. And then what happens is, right, music, and then the lion appears from behind Pride Rock. That's the bit where the pyrotechnics come off, right? So when you see that lion, right, you crack that off at the front, right? That's absolutely fantastic. You as well, right? Here we go. So it happens, right? So you see the lion, you twist the bottom, and it goes, and it's like really amazing. It's really exciting. It's very good. It's going to be very exciting. I'll just give you a little one. That's fine. There we go. Go on, you have one as well. You have one, and then you have one. Go right. Okay, right. We're pretty much ready. Here we go. Last thing I'm going to do for you today, fellas. Are you ready for the Lion King? Hit the music nice and loud. Check this out. Louder than that. Check this out. Right. Leaping across the African savannah. Here we go. Look at this. I'm back again, fellas. Here we go. What you need to remember is no formal training, okay? Thanks. No formal training. Doing very well, Andy. So you keep dancing, right? You go, keep dancing. Keep dancing. Just keep dancing. Look at this. Africa, can you feel it now? I've seen each and every one of you, 80 pounds, fellas, okay? 80 pounds, look at this, keep dancing, look at this.
The sun rolling high, the sapphire sky keeps raising small on the air.
Okay, ready, fellas, we're just gonna move the chair. Cut the music, you were a bit late there, to be honest, so we're going to have to do it again. No, listen, chuck your masks up there, give him a round of applause, well done. This show has been brought to you by Claims Direct, well done, fellas. Cheers, Tom, good to see you guys. Well done, right, here we go. Next up, cats, let's do this. So, listen, fellas, genuinely, you're an inspiration, and God bless you, my brothers in Christ. I've been 20 years, God bless you good night. Thanks very much, praise God, guys. See you later, cheers. Cheers, fellas, God bless you. Cheers, I'll see you later, cheers.
Area coordinators and group leaders. So you may not know CBM, the charity. You're going to hear more from John Stockley. He's the commander of the armies in Wales. Yeah, come on, John. Oh, sorry, mate. That fell a bit flat, didn't it? Yeah.
Wasn't what you were hoping for, was it? Feel a bit deflated. Introduce that again.
Again?
Yeah.
Can you do it with your
No. You. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Stand up, mate. Stand up. I present to you John, the commander of the Welsh CBM boys.
Feel lifted by that. Feel lifted.
So yes. So if you're in it,
Victorious. You trying to put
Victorious
people
sponge.
off? Victorious sponge and aprons.
Yeah.
You want people to come, don't you? Interesting. It's burning. There it is. A real guttural sound of burning from the middle. Gasky's idea. Oh, I see what you're doing, just passing along here. Gasky, stand up. His idea, apparently. Aprons and sponge cake.
right, so that's going to be happening in there. we've got seminars. Do you want to run?
Yeah, we have. Listen, we know it's hot in here this morning, so we don't want to take up loads of your time doing these kind of things. Basically, all the details on the seminars happening throughout the day are in your programme. So you can find out exactly what they're going to be about, whether it's the kind of thing you want to go to. But it's the highlight, 1 of 3, 1:30 with Rich Wilson, Scars and a Treasure Map for Spiritual Fatherhood. Well worth a listen, Rich. He's on from 1:30. 3 o'clock, they were here last year. They were absolutely brilliant. Tam Bright and Becca Legg, who of course is the wife of Steve Legg that we marked last night. They're going to be here, kind of continuing what they spoke about last year. And if you were here last year in the tent and heard them, they were really powerful. It's a continuation of that called Before the Damage is Done. We've got, what's the mess tent with Gasky?
Yeah, so Gasky again, 4:15, mess tent. So we produced a resource a while ago, Gasky and I, with CVM, called Mates MOT. It was a group leader resource, so if you're in a men's group, we wanted to try and equip you with some really key questions that you could just be talking to blokes honestly about their mental health. Really important subject for us blokes. And we created a resource just to help that conversation. We're not mental health experts, but just a signpost and to be able to say, okay mate, we'll see you need some extra help. Let's journey with you on that. Gas
o'clock, same location, mess tent. We have, it's called Cy Thomas and Friends.
Yeah.
Basically, we partnered up with UCB, the Christian Broadcasters. We're going to do a kind of live podcast event. We've got a really good guest this afternoon. If you love your football, you may have heard of John Bostock. Many years ago, he was on the books of Crystal Palace. He made his debut at under 16 years of age. At the time, he was being talked about as a generational talent. Then he went.
Today is gonna be the day that the
That's it, come
back
on.
to you.
You know it. They're back on the street this summer.
Somehow realize what you gotta do.
What we've got this.
Believe that
It's
everybody feels the way I do about you now.
It's just a distraction while that gets put up.
Right, not too long.
So that's tonight.
Well, then what is tonight? It's basically Britpop, as if you didn't guess.
Britpop.
For the most random weeks you'll ever see. They've bore no relation to anything to do with Britpop. But basically, we have an extraordinary band coming on. They're going to roll us through the 90s for the course of the evening.
Yeah, absolutely. Movie moments. Here we go. To be honest, this was quite difficult because I was capturing all the video clips and it was hard to pick the right moments. I've had to, well, you'll see.
What's number 10 then, Blake?
In at number 10, War of the Worlds. Don't judge me, just watch for yourself.
Go on then.
If you stood there, hearing that thing charging up like that, I would be gone.
You would, wouldn't you?
I'll push you in front of it and run.
I'm out of here. It's a movie where, once again, Americans, they like to broadcast in public, save the world again. It's Independence Day.
Some of these, I don't know about some of these, but let's try.
You're not happy about Independence Day, are you? Is that
Nah,
a split decision
that
on
was
the panel?
that was Jeremy's idea.
Okay.
Number 8.
It's a warm feeling of
There's
that.
aliens in that.
Yeah, I like this.
We've got a little clip.
I'll never join you! If you only knew the power of the dark side, Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father. He told me it now. He told me you killed him. No. I am your father.
There you go.
Quite a mixed response, wasn't it, that one?
It's a mix.
Continue the theme, it's this one.
He's an alien, isn't he, Darth Maul? It's a good scene, isn't it? It's a good scene. I think. Right, number 6. I don't think many arguments with this one. E.T. Come on, let's see it. Up they go. Takes you back, doesn't it? I bet there's loads of people who don't even know what that is. E.T. Let's move on.
In at number 5, some of this.
There was a lot of clips.
Load of clips, an archive.
Well, and there was some controversy. Was this TV or movie?
It's TV,
It's a
isn't it?
little clip. Here they come.
Flummox asses will rise on your list.
Simply touch one Dalek and say, the Daleks cease to exist. Do I have the right?
Proper scary stuff. In at number 4.
Before the slap.
Men in black. How many of you know? I reckon there's going to be a lot tonight in black suits. We know. Let's have a little look at the clip. I couldn't find one, but we'll go with this.
Show us the merchandise, we're going to lose another head, Jeeves.
Just a little reminder, little taster. Right, the big stuff.
Oh, we're getting the meat. By the way, I can't look at Will Smith without thinking Chris Rock. In that moment, yeah. Anyway, you're right, we're getting into the meaty stuff now because this is number 3.
Let's have a look at the clip.
Dylan!
That took me ages to do.
What's the matter? The CIA got to push him too many pencils? Huh? Had enough? Make it easy on yourself, don't you? Okay.
How do you think they'd have done a tough talk last night?
Amazing.
50 plus. The late Carl Weathers, what a legend, by the way. As we continue this strong finish, what's number 2?
Schwarzenegger. Get out! There's a bomb in there!
He's been waiting. That's why it's in there, for that moment. Can you do any other lines, or is that just your one?
Come on, do it now!
Fair play, Blackers. Give us number 2.
Here we go, Alien! So this is a scary bit, I had to edit this a little bit. Horrible. Scary. But iconic as well, isn't it? If you've seen it, you know. Yeah, I ended it there because you know.
Can I just ask you something before we get to number 1?
Yeah.
An entire field of rough and ready, some more hygienic than others men, and you felt the need to edit that clip and not show the worst bit. I've just got a sense these guys could have handled it. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have the editing facilities now to stretch that clip, but just bear that in mind for next year.
I'll take that on board.
I mean, there's obviously,
right?
there's
Is it
obviously a
right?
line. Am I right? Yeah. I'm right.
Because it's always a difficult balance, isn't it? Getting that right. Because some do not like it. So
Stop nodding, Goddard.
I just have to.
Next year, for 4 gruesome clips.
That's not Goddard. You call him Goddard, that's Pincher.
I don't call him Pincher, but I'll call you Pincher from now. I know that's where you go by. That's one of the high bits.
Alright, we're waffling number 1. Let me tell you quickly about number 1. We've made a special number 1.
Was there a debate over this?
No,
Or not?
it flowed really naturally.
Did it?
This is a compilation that we put together to music, the music we felt went really well. Basically, you're going to love this. Let's have a look. The Gym Karate Chop. Basically, I want to suggest that it's running. All right, well, let's watch this and make up your own mind.
The best and worst fight scene ever. Yeah. Do you know what would top that off? If you put the Benny Hill music to it. Oh. Yeah. That would have just been done. That is remarkable.
He just karate chops everything.
Yeah. And not a fight stunt coordinator anywhere. Let me just guide you in. Has someone got a ball? Here we go. All the way over here. All the way over here. I like that. I like it. Spocky. I think people are just spooked by him. It's the necklace. I think our final two. No, final three. But this guy's been skewed by the fan club. Oh, what? It's Gasky! There he is. The wall. They don't want any leniency here.
I'm sorry, Tommy.
Tommy is going to get tagged.
Tommy,
Here we
I tried.
Lovely off the top of the post,
Oh,
right in the middle of the forehead. Another one. Could you get any closer and still miss?
Oh, no.
Extraordinary.
Oh, no.
Dear old Tommy.
That'll do. You're getting the monitors wet and everything. Right, Tommy, well done, mate.
Well
Climb
played,
out,
Tommy.
climb out.
It's here for Tommy. What a sport. Tommy, just nod. Will you be back next year? Good lad. Tommy's coming back. What's that for free? No.
Injuries. Do you want to hear some injuries?
Yes, please.
Have we got photos, tech team, or no photos? Photos are coming. Right, Dave, an epic knee twist playing Zorb football, and he's been on gas and air.
Well, we had to move out the way for the ambulance.
We did.
There was a very, very overexcited steward clearing everyone off a field like we'd never seen a vehicle before.
Yeah.
And then the ambulance trundled past. It must have been this one.
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
Is
He's
that grimace or
smiling.
smile?
He's smiling.
All I would say, Blackers, is I'm just glad the shorts gathered in the right places for that kind of angle of shot.
Yeah.
Is he in the room tonight, or is he in hospital by any chance? He's in his tent, is he? Bless him. That'll be nice and comfortable in this heat, won't it?
Poor bloke.
What a place to recuperate. We
bloke.
wish him well. He's got a nurse. Really? Breaking news.
Number two, here we go. James Patterson, extreme blister injury from blowing up an airbed. That sounds horrible. Oh!
Sorry, mate, that's a callus.
Yeah, that's a callus.
That's a sort of an early to weightlifting kind of callus. Just started it. That's
All right.
not having that. That's nothing.
Adrian Haddo ran his hand along a splintered tent pole. That sounds bad.
Oh, I like that. Let's have a look.
Sounds nasty.
Oh. That's like that paper cut, isn't it?
Mate, that's nasty.
Is he? Give us a wave if you're here. Where
is
are
he
you?
here or is he gone to A&E?
Is he here?
He's what?
Someone said it's a girl.
What?
No need for that.
Oh. And
Is
one
he
more.
here or is he in his tent convalescing?
Oh, this could be it. Frank had an eyelash in his eye.
Frank.
Oh!
Oh, bless him.
Oh, Frank!
Frank.
Are you all right, Frank?
Is Frank here tonight?
There he is. He's all right.
Frank, give us a wave.
He's all right. There he is.
Frank, great to see you, mate. Great to see you, mate. We were praying for healing, and I'm glad we came up trumps.
We'll give you a medal.
Great to see you back.
Right, the chair. We have some mixture here. We've never done this before. There's quite a lot as well. Now, I don't know how this is going to go.
I can tell you how it's going to go. It's going to be spectacular.
What's happened is there's two people we're going to get. This isn't random. There's two people we're going to
That
get.
is probably horrible.
One man is here.
Which cubicle is that out of? Number 2, was it? Effing. Glad you put the old Yardley on it, because you know you just smell it. Well played. So who's potentially getting guns, Blackers?
Well, there's one gentleman here who has turned 40 today.
Oh, you know what they say? Gunge begins at 40. Where is he?
He may get a pardon. We'll see. It's up to the lads. Isn't it?
So this is our judge and
Dave
jury.
Patterson, you have been stitched up by your mates. Come on down.
Come on, Dave Patterson, where are you?
Come on, Dave.
Here he
Here he comes.
Got a nice mustard coloured t-shirt on.
Oh dear.
He's looking like a man striding into his 40s.
He knows what's coming. Dave, take a seat here, mate.
Welcome, Dave. Great to see you.
Right, we've got our executioner ready. Executioner, Load the device.
Permission to load. And what a load it is. Believe me. One of these buckets has got a skin on it. Here we go. More. We've got a lot of buckets of girls. Whee! That's cubicle free as well. Dear me.
All right, now, gentlemen.
That is rancid.
We need to be careful here. This machine is a bit delicate. First of all, executioner, take the safety off.
Look at the delight he takes in that.
Prime the handles. Gentlemen, as I raise my thumb, if the thumb's up, he is getting a pardon. He gets to go back to his seat, a happy man. If the thumb's down and you cheer, then he will sadly be covered in pea juice.
Here we go.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Gentlemen of the
Thumbs going
gathering,
up.
let us decide on Patterson's
Nothing.
fate.
Nothing.
Come on.
Make a noise. Thumbs
Come
up.
on.
No.
Oh, that is hideous. Happy birthday. Listen. Before he goes, let's sing. Happy birthday to you.
Always asking what it's all about. Don't listen to my replies. You say to me, I don't talk more. When I'm too, I'm a fool. These times I've spent, I realize you should believe you. You're unbelievable. So unbelievable. You're unbelievable.
Thank you.
Well, you must be a girl with shoes like that. She said you know me well. Well, maybe if I could just bless my clothes on. Oh yeah. Well, I heard he was asking after me, but I know he messages Dagger. Said, tell me your name's it's sweet. She said my boy is Dagger. Oh yeah. I thought she was hot, stealing everything she got. I thought she was over the worst of it. Baby, yeah, thank you, dear. Bring your sister over here to let her dance with me just for the hell of it. Well, you must be a boy with bones like that. She said you got me wrong. I would have sold to you if I could, just to keep the last of my clothes on. Oh yeah. Find me up, take me down, and where you go, I could be a regular pal. That's a little Steven and Joanna around the back of my hotel. Oh yeah. I thought she was hot, stealing everything she got. I thought she was over the worst of it. Baby, yeah, thank you, yeah. Bring your sister over here, let her dance with me just for the hell of it.
You ready? Get your fingers on the strings, yeah? Get out. It's gonna be good.
Coming out of my cage and I'm doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss. I didn't even like this. It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke and she's taking a drag. Now they're going to bed and my stomach is sick and it's all in my head. But she's touching his chest. Now he takes off her dress. Now letting me go. 'Cause I just can't look, it's killing me. They're taking control. Jealousy, turning saints into the sea. Swearing losing lullabies, choking on your alibis. But it's just a price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I miss the bright side. I'm coming out of my cage and I'm doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss. I didn't even like this. It was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab. But it's out of the smoke and she's taking a drag. Now they're going to bed and my stomach is sick and it's all in my head. But she's touching his chest. Now he takes off her dress. Now let me go. 'Cause I just can't look, it's killing me. They're taking control. Jealousy, turning saints into the sea. Swearing losing lullabies, choking on your alibis. But it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I miss the bright side. Thank you. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
This is brilliant. You should be more like this. You're all behaving yourself. Spending a penny in a glass and throwing it out.
Takes time for people to fall in love with you.
Stone Roses.
I hear my song begin to say Could it ever come to pass? She'll be the first, she'll be the last to describe the way I feel, the way I she plays, there are no words to describe the way I feel. How could it ever come to pass? She'll be the first, she'll be the last to describe the way I feel, the way I feel. Have you seen her? Have you heard? She plays there are no words
Maverick.
Next one's a band from Liverpool. It's not that one. We've got so many guitars, I have to use them all. Have you noticed that? It's kind of one.
two songs.
Rather than con you. Unless of course you want us to, you know.
There's no other way.
Two songs. And then 30 seconds time. What did she say? I wanna live like common people. I wanna do what other common people do. I wanna live like common people. I wanna sleep with common people like you. And once you look in, I said, I do.
This one's for Jeremy's son. There's Jeremy. I can't remember his first name, but it's something Jake, isn't it? Hey, Jeremy, this is for your lad now.
Well, I'll tell you what, my tonsils are telling me I've got about half a song left, so gentlemen, I do deal with you if you want us to do this next song, this last one. On to the verse, we'll do the verse, you guys do the chorus, yeah? If you don't...
It's less than dull,
okay.
have a good time. Thank you. You take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you.